disaster must come. At best, only postponed. Shaolin Kung Fu, to survive, must now be taught to more young men.
Welcome once again to another episode of Fists, Kicks, and Flicks, the podcast about martial arts, movies, and life. I am one of your hosts, Eugene Plowden, and with me, as always, my podcast partners, Joe Hartley and Angel Diaz. What's up, fellas?
What's up?
What's up, man?
If this is your first time with us, I want you to know we are members of the Martial Arts Center Network. On Tuesdays, we got the Inside Scoop with Alex and Jeff. Wednesdays is Fists, Kicks, and Flicks with Gene, Joe, and Angel. For more information, you can check us out on all of our social media platforms. Just look for the Martial Arts Internet Network on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Patreon, fellas. It's showtime. I know,
bro. It's been like already like a month now. Cut the shit, bro. For real. Cut the shit. Cut the shit, bro. It's been like a month now. Stop.
No, listen. We're these are we got new shows and we got the old faithful. Okay, we are holding it down with Inside Scoop. We're good. It's okay. When the new stuff starts taking off, Gene will get it.
But listen. I literally was getting ready to say on Tuesdays we got CTE. I was literally about to say that just now.
See, that's what's messing him up because he that's his normal flow, so he's still got to get that off.
It's weird saying Inside Scoop on Tuesday. I'm not used to that just yet. And then us, and then with traditional way is every other Thursday, which is tripping me up. And then I know a couple of the other shows are coming, which is in my head at the same time. I'm thinking all of this while I'm talking. And then I know that we got Extra Scoop. I'm just like, you know what?
That's what I'm saying, though. I'm just like, all right, what you should do is the week that they're doing those shows, say that show for that week.
I don't know when they're doing those shows. That's what I'm saying.
Listen.
Travis hasn't told me anything official, so I don't know. All I know is traditional way is every other Thursday, but I don't know if this is the Thursday or last Thursday. I don't know. Me and him, Travis has been moving all over the place. I just saw him today. He's back in Detroit. He's at my parents' house, so I just saw him today. But other than that, me and him haven't really had we haven't really talked lately, But Angel, happy birthday, man.
Yes, sir.
You ain't gonna say thank you. Hey, what's going on? Like, what's happening?
Let me enjoy my moment.
Yeah, but people that's listening, that's not watching this on YouTube are like, damn, he ain't gonna say nothing back,
Nah, man, but thank you, though.
See you with your arms up.
Thank you, though, man. Actually, it's been a long weekend. Man. Crazy long weekend. So I'm actually glad, though. I'm glad. I actually just sent out, I think maybe like an hour or maybe like an hour ago. I just put up a post saying like, just thank you for your birthday wishes. Like I couldn't even start to begin to answer all of them. And I'm actually, that's like something I do every year. I personally thank every person. Couldn't even get a chance to do it.
I was just about to ask you. I do that also, and Melissa gets on me about it. Like, wait a minute.
This is the first year I've never done it. The first year only I've never done it.
I'm pretty sure you'll probably get to it though, right? I mean, if you know that you always do it, that's probably going to bother you that you hadn't finished.
Well, actually, it was bothering me because every time I would go, it was like another bro. I posted that, and then 5 other people said happy birthday. So I'm like, it's just a never-ending. Like it's never gonna stop. I'm just gonna keep. I'll end up saying thank you until next week. So it's just.
I did that when my birthday was a couple weeks ago. My birthday was a couple weeks ago, so that's exactly what I did.
Yeah, man, and it was just like, it's like I said, man, just on a personal level, it bothered me because every year I will go through every single regardless if my brother posted it, I answer all the comments. My mom, I answer all the comments. My girl, like on my page, like I go through and I answer everything. Instagram, I answer all the comments. Like I go through everything. But like this was the first year I've never done that.
Yeah, the best way to do that is to answer it as soon as you see that you got a notification. Because
that is where I messed up because I've been doing that all the other years. I didn't do it this year, and that's where I messed up. Because then next thing I know, it's like 92 things on Facebook, 20 something else on Instagram, 30 people on just my brother, 100, you know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. It gets out of hand.
Yep. Now I see Joe's is shaking his head at us because
Joe's
obviously
like, hell no, I ain't doing that shit, man.
I'll
What's
give
up,
out
Joe?
handwritten thank you cards to nobody. No.
Do you do the big post like Angel did? That big. Now I have a issue doing that. Like Angel put up down there a paragraph thanking everybody for saying happy birthday. I'll say hey everybody, thanks a lot. I appreciate it, and that's it. Angel had
Hey, listen.
in the middle.
I just mean because you know why? Because this is my other thing, bro. The reason why is because like I know that I usually thank everybody in person, so I want to make sure it was like clear. Like it's not that I'm snubbing anybody. It's like listen, like thank you everybody for the birthday wishes. Just love the support. God bless everybody. Just like leave it at that. Cause it's like like I hate the feeling of like I didn't want no one to feel like I snubbed them. Like I didn't like the only people that really got a strong or a true reply. And it's it's like a simple thing. It's like if you personally have my cell phone number and you texted me that day, I would like respond. Bro, I didn't even respond back to my sister. My own sister, I didn't even respond back to her. I just saw it today. Like today, I was like going through my phone trying to find something. All these birthday messages. Like this is the first time my phone ever actually is not dry. So I'm like going through scrolling and I'm like, damn, my sister's message is this far back. Like this is crazy. Like I didn't even notice that. Didn't even notice that. And I was like, I gotta call her and tell her, like, hey, thank you. Like, I didn't even respond back.
Let me see how petty you are. Let's see if you're like me, Angel. I already know what Joe. I know what Joe is probably gonna say, but do you when you wake up in the morning and you're looking at Facebook and you see it's someone's birthday, and this person did not say happy birthday to you, do you go onto their page and send them a happy birthday, or do you say, hey, this person ain't say it to me, I'm not saying it? I'm gonna tell you, I don't. If you don't say it to me, I probably didn't say it back on your page. Especially,
I'm gonna be honest. You know what?
I got a lot of people on Facebook that I don't talk to anyway. You know what I mean? Like on a regular basis. So if I see a name that I don't even talk to, then and I know you didn't say happy birthday to me, then I'm skipping you.
This is my thing. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not. Call me a bad person if you want to. I don't say happy birthday to nobody on Facebook.
I stopped like 6 years ago.
I don't do it. So I'm gonna tell you why.
Listen, I used to be really good about it, but I just can't anymore.
But it's the only reason why is because I'm like, yo, there's a bunch of people I don't know. So I'm just saying happy birthday to anybody, right? And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, it's a good thing to do. But on my side of it, I'm like, yo, like in all seriousness, I wake up so damn early and I got a bunch of other stuff on my mind. I will miss the happy birthday. If I personally have your number, I probably have it saved in my phone that it's your birthday. I will text you and say happy birthday. That's it. Like that's like I will see it and I just won't go. I won't do it. So for me, my thing is this. I keep it fair. I just don't say happy birthday to anybody. So now it's not that I hate you or I love you. I just don't say it to nobody. There's no like bad blood. I just don't say it to anyone. I keep it fair. Like that's it.
Go ahead, Joe.
Man, my social media when this first came out, like I was really into it, and even all these memories, like I forget how crazy I used to post about every sport, every doggone. I'm going back looking at when the Tigers were good. I was posting about that all the time.
Shit.
Now, my kids, everything. Now, like I'll post happy birthday about my kids and my wife and my mom and stuff. But most of the time I like to call people or text, or the people that are real close to me, I like to visit on their birthday, go out to dinner or something, try to do something like that. So for me, like that's what's important. And the social media is just, it's just for me to keep in contact with people that I can't see every day.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I will say this. Because you bring up memories, right? I will say like, yo, fucking Travis, bro. Like Travis has a way of like getting under people's skin, but it's almost like he's an evil fucking genius, and he does it in a way that like it'll haunt you. How come on my birthday the first memory that pops up is him posted saying, if I would have known it was his birthday, I would have never put this up. But here's me put my foot in his ass in this argument.
Yeah, I saw that.
I saw that and on my birthday, and I literally woke up that day and I was like, another year, man, 26 times. First day I saw it, literally, I said, this is bullshit. This is exactly why Travis gets under my skin. This is exactly why Travis will get under my skin, like secretly. He just gets under my skin and makes me crawl. I'm just
why
this is
would
exactly
you admit
why.
that out loud?
I don't care, man. Travis is
Don't
a
give
troll.
him that ammo.
Travis
Don't give
is
him
a
that
troll.
ammo.
Travis,
Only if you let him be. Only if you
I'm
let
gonna
him
tell
be.
you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. If Travis didn't look fucking stupid, he would walk around in a clown suit just to piss me off. I know him. He would do that shit on purpose. If he knows that, if he didn't look stupid, he would come out in a clown suit.
Don't give him no ideas. No, don't give him no ideas, man.
Because like how Los posted in the group chat like 2 weeks ago. Yo, did y'all know that this "Shut Up, Alex" glows in the dark? Travis did that on purpose. He knows why he did it. He wanted it so that way, even when Alex goes to sleep, he knows "Shut Up, Alex." That's what it was. He like Travis is not dumb. He's so smart. But it's like he's like one of those. He reminds me of the kids in my school that they're like so smart, and we talk about him, and I'm like, kid's a fucking evil genius. Like he uses all his talent for bad things, like evil. That's all he does.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
You know
man.
what's funny? Because before Lo said that, I was putting my kids to bed and turning off the lights in the house, and I looked down and I go, "This glows in the dark." And my wife looked at me. She goes, "No, it don't." I go, "Yes, it does. Look at it." She goes, "No, it's just the light is reflecting off it because there was like one little light." I'm like, "No, it's not." I went into the bathroom to show her, and I'm like, "I'm not crazy."
Yo, man. So
and then Lo said that, and I was like, it reminded me of that argument I was having with her because I was like, "This does glow. Don't tell me I don't know what I'm talking about."
Yeah, man. That's funny.
You know, I haven't even worn that shirt yet. I have it also, and I haven't even worn it yet. And the only reason I haven't worn it is because it's purple, and I don't, I don't really wear purple. I don't have anything purple. I don't have no purple hats. You know, I gotta wear my hat every day, some hat, and then my hat gotta match my gear. But purple, I don't have purple, so I don't know. I might give it to Melissa, let her wear it.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised you don't have. I'm surprised you don't have purple. I'm surprised.
I mean, for work, my colors for work is purple, is ultraviolet. So I do have a work shirt. I have one, and every now and then I'll wear it, but I'll wear it under the work hoodie that I have also. You know, and the hoodie is black. So
You
it
should
kind
wear
of
the "Shut Up, Alex" see if they notice.
Huh?
You should wear the "Shut Up, Alex" one day, see if they recognize.
Yeah, imagine he goes to a damn store and the manager is Alex.
That would happen. That would happen. You know, that definitely would happen. All right, Joe, how was your week, man? We've been talking about birthdays and everything. What's up with you, man? How's it going?
My week is fine, man. Work is annoying me this week, but that's nothing new. So
Okay,
that's all I got going on. Other than that, yesterday, so since everything with my dad happened a couple months ago, we're just trying to keep my mom busy, get her out of the house a little more. So my wife was talking about kind of getting her mom and my mom together because they don't really have anybody close by, like girlfriends. My mom's girlfriends are over on the east side, and her sisters and stuff. So we're like, you know what? Her mom just retired. They both have similar interests. I think they would get along a lot, and they've only hung out once or twice. So we went over there yesterday. We had a nice pizza dinner. They were drinking wine. We watched the Michigan game, and then we went outside and had a bonfire, did some s'mores. So that was really nice, and she really enjoyed herself, and it was good.
cool.
And that's it.
Do we really need Angel? What you do for your birthday weekend? I can say, do we really need to ask Angel? But might as well. He didn't really get into his weekend much of anything. And
honestly, man, my girl came down last week. She was here this whole week for my birthday. In terms of like what we do, like I don't know, man. I think as you get older, I feel like everybody does the same thing for their birthday. I mean, like me, man, I'm not much of a party or none of that. So I just like go out with the family, went to a restaurant, and that was it. Like on my birthday, like the actual day on Friday, that's all we did. Besides that, man, blue lights and that's it.
Yeah, I know what the blue light means. So me and Joe know what's going on.
You already know, man. That's about it. Yeah.
I feel you. I feel you that as far as the birthday thing, when Trav used to be here, and a few years ago, we did used to hang out on birthdays because around my
Yeah.
birthday, it's a lot of people's birthday. So my birthday is the 24th of September. Pete's birthday, Pete Davenport, his birthday was the 19th of September. Jamon's
Okay.
birthday, Jamon's the 25th.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then
Okay.
Anton, you don't know Anton, but
No.
he's one of our guys here. I believe his birthday is the 23rd. So because all four of us had birthdays real close together, they used to all hang out or
But
whatever. So I
that
would
makes
meet them.
sense though. I
Yeah.
mean, that
So we
makes
would
sense.
meet at a club or something.
Especially y'all got Ski, y'all got Willie there, all that stuff. Why
Mhm.
would y'all are with each other all the time? Why would you guys not go out and do all that? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
makes sense. But at this point, like even when we went out to the place for my birthday, it was about like 20 minutes away. I was like, I said it, and then I was like, actually, let's not even go. Cause I'm over here forgetting like, me and my brother, he has his baby and he gotta pack the baby in the car. And then it's like it's a
Mhm.
whole ordeal. We're gonna be out late. So I was like trying to be like, we could just stay at the house. Like it's not even that serious. Like don't like it's as we're all getting older, so it's not like we're doing like what we were doing when we were kids. I mean,
Mhm.
my mom used to always bake us a cake, right? And my mom knows I always loved like a pink frosting cake. She asked me for that this year. I was like, nah, I'm good. Like, let's just make some cookies and we'll call it a day. Like, just trying to make it more simple. That's all.
All right, cool. Well, my weekend has been busy, nonstop. Um, we're real busy with work. We have some new things that we changed as far as plans and things like that for work, and we're in the middle of this thing called a blitz. So we have to go out and train a bunch of retailers and get our new information out as soon as possible, get everything updated. So man, last week was really, really busy. Um, and this week is going to be busy also. I'm going to have to go to Saginaw and Flint probably tomorrow, Toledo on Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday I'm going to be in Indianapolis working. So yeah, man, I'm gonna be busy, 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 busy. Um, you know, uh, Me and Melissa hung out with her cousin, and her boyfriend on Friday, and we had a good night. Hung out, and then Saturday, actually, Joe, me and Melissa, we were in your area. We came out to Kego Harbor. Man, what is that? There's a liquor store right there on Orchard Lake Road, right before you get to Gracie Jiu Jitsu.
Yeah.
There's a big liquor store there. Man, there's so much beer and wine and liquor in this store, Angel. Like this
I've
store,
never been in there, but I see it every time I
you've
drive to
never
work.
been in that store? Oh, Joe, you will, man. You know what? Melissa took pictures. I'm gonna get those pictures from her and
Was it
send
like
it
a
to you, Joe.
supermarket for alcohol?
It's not a supermarket, but look, so I was on my way to a jujitsu class a couple of weeks ago, and I needed some water. And I
Mm-hmm.
went in there, and as soon as I walk in, I just see a bunch of wine right there. As soon as you walk in, wine all over the place. So normally when you go into a liquor store, now this liquor store is big. When you go straight to the back, you see the refrigerators, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then that's where you normally will find, your pops, your waters. It
Yeah.
was nothing but beer. So I walked the wall all the way down, nothing but beer. And I'm like, damn, like this liquor store has nothing but wine and liquor and beer in here. As I turn around, I see one little refrigerator, and it had like maybe three doors. That's where the water and the juice and pop were. And I was like, damn, this whole place is filled with all this alcohol. These bottles were huge and everything. Joe, you probably should go in there. You probably would like it. So I knew
Probably
Melissa
What
would.
are
would
you
like
trying to
that.
say? Joe's the alcoholic?
I'm not saying, but him and Mike, I'm quite sure
No,
Mike has been there because
listen, there's some things that I can't find everywhere that I would like to find. So
go in there,
I'll just
man.
go in there and see if they have it.
Yeah, yeah. And the guy, I was, we were looking around, and Melissa was just amazed. And the guy said, yeah, we're missing like $1.5 million worth of product that they're waiting to come in. And I'm like, damn,
Right.
y'all still missing stuff. So I took her there because, of course she likes to have a tasty little beverage every now and then. So I took her there, and then we went to that taco place for lunch. It was real good.
Okay.
Right next to Gracie Jiu Jitsu, and we had lunch there. And then we just drove around Kego and West Bloomfield, and then we drove to Birmingham and walked around Birmingham while it rained, and then we went to a Starbucks and chilled out for a minute. till it died down, and then just continued to walk around downtown Birmingham. We had a good night. Then came back, and then today we, family that we had the kids, so we got out, went to some parks, and then went over to my parents' house and had a nice evening. And that's
Very
it for
good.
me. So all right. So the kids are happy, Joe, that you're there every week now teaching the bow. So
Yeah, I had
hopefully,
a good class, so I enjoyed that a
mhm.
lot, and I like to see that a couple of new people, and hopefully some of the rest will start coming back in.
Yeah, some of the definitely the green belts. The green belts definitely will be more of them will be coming back in because I think you only had two, right? You only had little Kevin and Aya, right? They were the only ones
Yeah.
there. Yeah, so the in that green belt class, it's about 8 or 9 of them. So I'm quite
Okay.
sure, you're probably not going to have Adora. You're probably not going to have her in class. She's not a weapons person. She's made that clear to me. So I told her it's okay. That's not a mandatory class. You're not going to be tested on the bow, so don't worry about it. You know, so she probably won't be coming, but Hannah sending me back pretty soon when football
Yeah,
season is over with. They'll be back pretty soon, and so gonna have a big class probably this winter. It's probably gonna be a big
perfect.
class.
That'll be
That's
good.
All
good, yo,
right,
man. That's good that you have a big class in the winter.
yeah. So let's get into this movie, The
Okay.
Foot Fist Way.
So I kind of knew what we were getting into just because of Danny McBride.
I didn't. I didn't know,
I'm
but
gonna be
Oh,
honest.
sorry.
I hate him.
See, and that doesn't shock me because he's one of those actors. Either you hate him or there's no in between. You hate him or you
Yeah,
like him.
I don't like. I've never all his stuff he's done. I don't know how to explain it. Like I've never been.
I
This is his
understand.
character. He's the same character
Yeah,
in pretty much everything.
I think that's
This
what
is
it
his
is. I
character.
think that's a perfect way to put it. When I saw it, like as soon as I saw him, I was like, I know how this is gonna go.
I
Like
mean,
all his movies are the same to me.
yeah, I mean, him, John C. Riley, Will Ferrell. I'm not those guys. I'm not the biggest
Will
fans of
Ferrell's
those
tough for me,
guys.
man, because Will Ferrell, I feel like it's the same in all his movies. There's just he has a good humor to him.
Did you
But
see
if
he
I look at
produced this?
Yeah, he produced it. I saw his
He was
name
the
at the
executive
beginning.
producer. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, but when I see that I will say that with Will Ferrell, like he does have the same exact type of comedy style all the time. It doesn't change.
hmm I like
Doesn't
Elf.
change.
I mean, that's one of my main movies that Will Ferrell has done that I enjoy.
Yeah.
But I'm not a big Will Ferrell guy.
Oh, there's a
Really,
couple
you
other
like Elf
movies that
compared to all
are
the other
really
ones he's
funny.
done?
I like Elf compared to the other ones he's done. Yes.
Listen. His best movie is Step Brothers and The Other Guys. Okay.
I would add in Talladega Nights just because that was also
Oh
real
yes,
good.
yes, 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 yes. Talladega Nights
Talladega
is
Nights
great.
was real good. Like those three, yeah, he
Yeah.
hit the nail on the head with those. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I will watch
But
those all the time.
yeah,
I've
I
seen
will
I've
say
seen
it's good.
I've seen Talladega Nights. I've seen most of that movie. And what was the other movie you said, Joe?
The
Other
Other Guys
guys,
with Mark
No,
Wahlberg.
not that one. I never saw that one. What was
Step
the other one?
Brothers.
Step
Step
Brothers. Yeah,
Brothers.
yeah. I've seen that one was pretty cool. But I still like Elf better than all of those.
Yeah, Elf's
Hey,
great.
real quick, before we even get into this movie, I just want to say something real quick because I've been holding on to this information for 2 weeks now. I saw this movie. Have you guys ever seen the movie Crossover, the basketball movie?
No.
Okay, I'm
No,
gonna
I
be
don't think
honest.
I
I
have.
watched it because I was like, all right, people out there, don't cancel me. Let's just call it like it is. I watched it for the culture. I was like, here we go. A black produced movie. I'm gonna watch this. Like, I love my little movies
I've
like
never
that.
even heard of it.
Me
Don't
neither.
watch it. Don't watch it. Okay. It had Anthony Mackie in it, and I'm over here thinking it was gonna be like a pretty good movie. He makes some good drama movies. He makes some really good
Mhm.
ones. I thought this movie was recorded on a damn iPhone.
Mm.
It was terrible. Do you guys know what And One is? The basketball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know who Hot Sauce is, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, he was the main character. He was the villain in the movie.
Okay.
This was terrible acting. I was like, where was Anthony Mackie at in his career that he did this movie? And the reason why I ask you is because the whole movie took place in Detroit.
Oh
Okay.
no, I definitely haven't heard of it.
And
But
it was like they
just
were like filmed it in Detroit and they took place in Detroit. And it was just basically like a street ball type movie. But I watched it and I was like, yo, this movie is so terrible. I'm
so
watching it because I'm trying to support, but it was so terrible.
it couldn't have been a newer movie then. It has to have
It
been like
wasn't. It
from
wasn't a newer
20.
movie. It wasn't a newer movie. It was an
So
older movie.
It's probably from 2003 then or 4 around that time
It
when
was
he
like
did right around he did
it was
8
like
Mile.
06, 06, 06, 07.
Okay, so I
He
think
did 8 Mile before that. That's the crazy thing to me.
yeah. So I figured it was around that time. So
Yeah.
I think 8 Mile might have come out like around 2002, I think. Because
Okay,
50
so
came
it
out
was
in
like 4.
2003.
It was like 4 years after that, maybe like 06. I'm saying it probably came out 07, the latest,
Okay. All right. So
because that's
yeah,
when
I get. I mean,
N1
what
was
you
really.
said. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Since you said
Yeah.
N1, I mean, because they switched by 2011, they switched the company from being called N1 to Ball Up.
Yeah,
Because
it was Ball Up. That's what it
I
was.
did some work with them when they were Ball Up.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay.
Yeah, Ball Up. They used to have some games here in New York City a lot. But yeah, I'm sorry. I know we're talking about karate. I just want to tell you guys, I didn't know if you saw it because it took place in Detroit and like they filmed everything all over there. But good God, the movie was terrible.
Joe,
Terrible.
I actually thought Angel was gonna say that this movie was not only a basketball movie, but was a karate movie also. And was gonna try and convince us that this basketball movie is both
I
basketball
watched.
and karate.
I watched.
I thought he was
It'll
gonna
be
say they were
called-
doing roundhouse kicks on the ball and make them go in the hoops. That's what I thought he was
Yo,
gonna say.
yo, I was gonna say it's a Christmas basketball karate miracle, man. That's what we got
Oh
coming up.
no,
Hey, I will say
no.
this movie, I'm gonna come out and say it first. It wasn't as bad as the last movie we watched. It wasn't as bad.
Oh
It
my
wasn't as
god.
bad. It was
You're
actually
crazy.
no, this one
Listen,
wasn't as
What are you
bad.
talking about? You talking about
no,
the
no.
basketball movie? I know you're not talking about this movie.
He's
No,
talking
You're
about
this
not
this
is
one.
talking about
No, he's talking about this.
Are you saying the foot fist way was actually better than Big Stand? That's what you're saying?
are we talking like story wise? How are we going through this?
I don't know. You the one that brought this up.
I
So
liked it because they
I'm trying to
had.
get in your head.
I liked it because it's one of the very few karate movies we've ever watched that actually showed stuff taking place throughout the dojo and them doing like stuff in the dojo besides Cobra Kai. But one of the
Now,
few
Joe,
movies we
we
watched.
now know that Angel is a hypocrite. We now know that he's a hypocrite.
Listen, but
How
hear me
dare-
out. But
how
hear me out.
dare
But
he-
hear me out.
how- no,
But
no,
hear
hold
me
on.
out.
How dare
Hear me
you
out.
hate? How dare you hate the great sensei Master Ken, but you enjoyed this movie?
Right?
I don't understand
Listen,
that.
Right?
I don't understand that.
Listen, let me tell you something. I didn't even like Kill Bill like that. I've been told you guys that. But this movie was interesting. My brother saw me watching it. He goes, "Oh, that's a good movie." I go, don't get crazy with it.
No,
Don't
no,
get
no.
crazy.
I'm gonna tell you. See, here's this movie did to me like I've never had this happen in a movie. So I'm watching this movie and I'm like, I'm out. This movie's dumb. I can't stand. And then they brought me back in, and then brought me
What the
back
hell?
out.
How did they bring you
The
back?
whole dude. Every time I started hating this movie, then they would do like there would be scenes that I absolutely loved, and then
There was only one.
I
There
would
was
be
only one scene that I loved in the whole entire movie. There was only one scene. Well,
like,
two
no,
scenes.
there
One
was
of them,
maybe three.
one of them was for Gene. One of them was for Gene that I loved. Then the other one,
Okay,
So
um,
I'm sorry,
which
the
one was?
hotel scene was great. The
the
hotel
hotel
scene was
scene's my
great.
favorite. The hotel scene's my favorite.
His fight with his idol, that wasn't bad. Although I wish the outcome was a little better. And then
Yeah.
the end was great. Everything about the end was great.
Okay, I loved my favorite
You
scene
were
was
saying the end was great because you love board breaking. That's why you're saying the end was great.
No, I just thought the end was the end. It was I thought end was different than I thought it was gonna be because I thought they were gonna fight again, but instead
Uh-huh.
he kind of beat him at his own game. So I thought it was perfect.
Okay.
I thought it was my favorite scene was in terms of from a fighting standpoint was the hotel scene. I thought that was awesome.
The party,
Yeah.
Yes.
the when they
There
fought,
wasn't
or just
much fighting. There wasn't just much fighting in this movie in general. So that was like one of the few times that I actually saw like a good roundhouse kick.
okay.
So it wasn't bad. In terms of a funniness and like comedy wise, when that guy beat up the old lady, that to me was hilarious.
Yes, that was my
That to
favorite part.
me, yo, to be honest with you, like that to me was funny only because at one point that never happened in my class, but what I did tell one of my kids one time was like, I told one of my kids, you gotta do this and that. You just react. And his reaction was, I'm gonna go forward and go crazy. And I was like, okay, maybe we need to revise how I talk about this really quick. But that and then the black belt when his wife came to the school and started undoing his black belt. I was like, that's Gene right there. That's Gene right there. That's
You know
Gene
what?
right
So
there.
you know
That's
what?
Gene. Look
You
at
know
Gene.
what my
Gene
problem?
smiled as soon as I
Okay,
said it.
okay. We got to get into this movie because the wife to me completely took me out of this movie. She pissed me off.
Really? She
She
took you
annoyed
out?
me. The second she walked into that karate school, I said, "Oh, I hate this bitch."
Well, I'll tell you what, the traditional would be when she started cussing and saying all these crazy things in front of the kids, and then he goes, "Can you not have your heels on my mat?" I was like, "Yeah, let her know.
Yes, that was the problem. Yes, that was the problem.
We actually
Okay,
have structure here."
let's get into this because there's a lot I want to talk about. So
Okay.
this movie starts off with it's Fred Simmons is the main character, Danny McBride. Starts off with a karate demo, and he is the self-proclaimed master of the karate demo. So he starts off. He's got like 6 kids with him. He has this little, must be like 12-year-old kid, who, by the way, this also annoyed me. You have a black belt, but you have a red trim uniform.
He was the only one who had that too.
Yes, and
I thought they were going to explain it.
well, here's the thing. So, one of the karate schools I went to, once you hit green belt, you had a green trim. Then at red belt, you had a red trim, and then at black belt, you got your black trim uniform. So I don't
Oh,
know if
okay.
yes, I don't know if he just didn't get one, or he was waiting on it, or he just got promoted. But it was bothering me the whole time because I'm like, why do you have red trim with a black belt? Fix
I never
this.
knew that. I never knew that was a thing. Okay.
Yeah, I've seen that happen in other karate schools, but before. So he's doing this demo to get more people to his taekwondo school, not even karate school. It's taekwondo. And so his big thing at the end is to break 4 2-inch bricks. And he doesn't break them. Like he gets through like 2 of them or 3. But he doesn't break them. And then he just kind of stands up like, "Oh, yeah, I did it." And everyone is kind of clapping, but they're like looking around like and he still had people sign up. I'm sorry. You can't do a demo like that and get people to sign up if you don't finish your demo.
You know what? You know what I thought as I was watching it. I felt like I was actually in the crowd watching it, right? And I started to feel bad for our demos because I always felt like we did pretty good demonstrations. But as somebody watching it, I was like, if I have my kid at a park or whatever, and I see a martial arts demo, what about a form is going to make me want to do that? I don't think if I ever did demonstrations, I'm going to ever have my kids do forms in the demo because that doesn't look fun to me.
See, we had people that could flip in their
Hmm.
forms and stuff. So you'd have to present like Connor.
Hmm.
That would be the way to do that. And then but then you got to offer it at your school at some point.
Yeah, and then I mean the
That's the
kids
tricky
will
part.
have to want to do that also.
Yeah.
You know, that's yes. Go
So
ahead, man. Keep
so
on going.
so after that we see his karate class and he has these he has a creed at the beginning of the class, but it's not your traditional creed. It's
Taekwondo
a
Creed.
series.
No.
Yeah, it's a series of words like courtesy, integrity, and the whole movie uh, flashes that on the screen and goes through each and every part of his creed. And the first one is what is this first one? I just saw it before his
Courage.
wife. No, courtesy.
Oh, courtesy. Sorry, yeah.
Okay, so you see his class. He's going through his class. He does the creed, and then courtesy comes across the screen, and then right after that is just random ass of his wife, as we find out, in purple spandex with a thong up her ass. And I'm like, okay, no problem. Until she speaks. Until she speaks. And you look and she's just annoying. She's super annoying. She's super she kind of looks like a man, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
Now I'm just looking at her right now. She's got I'm not gonna say something because it's gonna get me in trouble, but I'll just keep it to myself. But she's got her heels on his mat. She's all tarted up, and that's the best way I'm gonna put it because there's a lot more I can say. And she comes in and she's whining to him about something, and he kind of brushes her off, tells her to get his heels off his mat, and that right away, I'm like, I can't. I hope she's not in this movie anymore because I can't deal with her, and she's the whole reason for the movie.
Yeah, Melissa, when she saw her, the first thing she said, once this movie started getting going, she says, "This is terrible acting." And I said, "Yeah, this this acting is pretty bad." And then she goes, "This movie is reminding me of that show that you watch, Kitty Kai." And I was like,
Yes,
I can see it. This does remind me of the movie of Kitty Kai." All right, keep going.
when so he shows his instructor what is it, like Keith Powers or something like that, and that guy reminded me of like a John Kreese, a little more.
Mm,
I don't want to say
mhm.
not as intense, but
No, not
kind of
at
on the
all.
same, not
Yeah,
kind of on the same
I didn't
wavelength.
get a John Kreese type vibe from him.
Like I
I
said,
think
a little not as intense, but
He
kind of the
was
same.
I honestly he was just weird. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, for a second, I couldn't tell, like, I'm not even trying to be funny when I say this. I couldn't tell if there was like some more than a platonic relationship between them, or if he had more than a platonic relationship with other people, or what his deal was, because I
I'm
could not tell.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you, Angel. This movie to me, until the end, it seemed like just a collection of random events. Like nothing was making sense
Yeah,
or
yeah,
seeming
yeah,
like a
yeah, yeah,
story to me. So
yeah. I
it
could
was
see that.
just it almost like it almost seemed like there was not a script. They just said like that, like it was almost like they were doing improv. That's what it felt like to me.
Oh
And they were just
shit! A
telling me, and they were
whole
just telling
entire
these
movie off of
actors.
improv.
That's what it seemed like. It seemed like, okay, this is what we want you to talk about. Go. And that was it because
Um,
it just seemed so random.
I think he gets a lot of creative uh freedom in his movies
Yeah, yeah.
because this is the so Danny McBride plays the same character, a very overconfident, somewhat clueless,
Mm-hmm.
but somehow figures it out in the end. These are the characters he's played in almost everything I've ever seen him in, and you either hate it or you love it. And most of the stuff I've watched, I've enjoyed. Like I said, this movie kept taking me out, bringing me back, taking me out, bringing me back. The premise
What
of the
brings you
movie,
back? I don't understand. Like, how I've never gotten
how
brought back in a movie. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I
Like,
never have either. That's why it
was
was
it so
weird.
stupid? Was it so stupid that it made you want to be like, what's gonna happen next? Like, was
See,
it one of those?
that part doesn't bother me. The whole so stupid it's funny. I can get. I'm okay with that in most movies that I've watched. The stuff that was taking me out was the pace of the movie was
The
slow.
pace of the movie, I didn't even know what the hell was going on.
I
Listen,
didn't either.
let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I know this is gonna make you guys are gonna laugh at me. At one point, I'm not even joking. I rewinded the movie because I was like, why did it just go black? Like, I was like, what the hell is going on? Like,
Yeah.
it went black and then it goes to another scene, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you hit the nail on the head, Gene. It's just a collection of random events.
Yeah, just random
Yeah.
events. Like
Yeah.
nothing. Like I didn't know what the ending was going to be. Normally there's some type of build up where they says, okay, there's a tournament, right? Like in Cobra Kai or the Karate Kid, where we knew that they're working up toward the end where there's going to be a big event or a big tournament. Or if somebody gets kidnapped, you know that the hero is going to find the person that's kidnapped, and then he's going to have a standoff with the person that kidnapped this other person. This movie did not have that. It was just random stuff happening for an hour and a half, and you're like, where's this going? Like, what is the purpose? What is the point of this movie? What is the story? And like if somebody asks you to explain this movie, like I know we're doing a podcast, but if somebody just says, hey, tell me what this movie's about, like what did you say? It's just it's about a wacky martial artist and his students, like that's it.
Yeah.
with a
Chaos.
sl-
Yeah.
with a slutty wife. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. There was nothing else. I mean, I don't know how else to tell someone about this movie.
I
But
mean,
keep
you
on going,
wrapped it
Joe.
up in a nutshell. You wrapped it up in a nutshell. So
Yeah.
this is
There
the
you
part
go.
y'all were talking about. This is another part that took me out of the movie. So he got this new student. Her name is Denise. Um, so Denise is younger. She's very pretty, and his every time he's around her, he kind of like comes on to her. Later on, when he's having problems with his wife, it gets very awkward, and I hate that. I hate when people try to do that and force that kind of stuff in a movie, but make it super awkward. Like
Hmm.
it didn't bring anything to the movie. It didn't help the movie. It just bothered me, and it was
It was
annoying.
this character, that girl, what her name was, Denise.
Yeah,
Like, what was
Yeah,
her purpose of being in the movie at all? Because if you
I
take
think
her,
her
let's say,
purpose was to.
if you take her out, does the movie miss anything or lose anything?
no, no,
No, I mean, I think her, at least in my mind, her purpose was just to be the filler for it. All right, how do I explain it? Like, yeah, like pretty much a placeholder for the wife. He was hurting and he needed some attention from someone. He was a
But she
placeholder for the
wasn't
wife.
giving. But she didn't give
it
him any
was
attention.
so
He was delusional. He was
awkward.
delusional.
It
He
was
was delusional.
so awkward.
I'm not saying she was giving him attention. I'm saying he was delusional. He just needed someone to feel like he can
Okay,
come on to.
so
He was
real
like
quick,
just venting. That's what he was doing.
the whole point of this movie is the wife messes around on him. He gets in a funk and gets depressed, and he goes a little crazy. Now, during that time, like you said, he comes on to Denise. She rejects him, literally rejects him. He tries to kiss her, gets rejected. And then when he reconciles with his wife, he goes back to Denise and says,
Reconciles.
I know that's what we're gonna call it. He comes back and says, I know what we had was special, but it's over. And she was like, we never had anything. And then he kicked her out of the karate club. So
Yeah.
because he's like, it's better if we just, if we part ways now. You have someone who's paying you money and you kick her out for no good reason.
Now, Joe, the way you describe that, if I didn't watch the movie and I wouldn't watch it after, I would have thought that this woman Denise had a bigger role in the movie, right? But she was
No,
probably in 3 or 4 scenes, and
3
it was
scenes, I think, altogether.
yeah, and it was like they had a conversation in his office, and that was it. I mean, we don't see them, having lunch together. We didn't see him eat. We didn't even see him instructing her, did we?
No.
It was just when she first came in to join the school. Later on, we see her again when he breaks up with his wife, or I should
Yep.
say separate, and then we see her again at the end. I mean, there might be another scene, but I don't know. But it's not like there was anything between them,
No.
So, like Angel said, like he was delusional. It was all in his head.
He really was.
But we didn't see him fantasizing about her either.
No.
Which made it even
Like I said,
weirder.
I think he just wanted someone to vent to. I think that's all it was.
Well, he had, what's that little boy name?
Julio?
Jonah? Julio, yeah.
Julio.
He said Jonah.
Julio and Henry.
Yeah. Now, Julio.
Who he says are his protege. He says Julio's his number one protege, but he's grooming Henry in case Julio can't hack it.
And Julio is like 12 years old.
Nah, that kid, listen, at 12 years old, that kid saw a lot at 12 years old.
Yeah, that's right, because he was mixing up some cocaine, wasn't he?
Yeah. When I saw that, I was like, how are we going to talk about this on the show? He was playing with sugar? Like, what are we going to say here?
Go ahead, Joe.
So he comes home and the wife comes home and she's bitching about her day for the first day, and then the second day she said it wasn't as bad. And this is the part that killed me. So this is how he finds out she's messing around on him. Pictures from the office of her butt and breasts on the copy machine, and then other men's butts on the copy machine. And he's like, what's going on here? What's this? What's that? And she says there was a party and I got drunk and stuff happened. And I'm like, how do you get that from just pictures? Like, people do dumb stuff like that at the office all the time. She could have just played that off. I mean, good for her for telling the truth, but still.
Listen, after 2 days of working there, you're that friendly with people at work?
No, she has a problem.
I wouldn't have believed that either.
Me neither. She has a problem.
Yeah.
Oh, this part made me think of Gene, because then they go into self-control and he's beating up Bob. He's beating the crap out of Bob. Poor Bob. He's got him on the ground. He's got him flying all over the place. He even put a shirt on Bob. I almost called you and was like, Gene, what do you think about this?
What's funny? Angel defends Bob so much, that when I see Bob, I think this is Angel's friend.
I'll tell you
Every
what.
time
You know
I
what's
see Bob, I
crazy?
think this is Angel's friend.
You know what's crazy? I'll tell you what. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I saw that scene, I was like, "Yo, I bet you G is probably just like, yeah, that's what I want to do to Bob. Let someone put a Bob on my doorstep. I'm gonna tear it down."
I don't like punching and kicking that thing. I just don't. I would prefer a regular, normal punching bag. I just
I
can't
just think
stand
that's
Bob.
crazy to you. You do realize that like that's like a cultural icon in karate, right?
Bob
Yeah.
has only been around for what, like 15 years? He hasn't been around for. I don't remember him in the 90s. If
He
there was
was
one, I don't remember him. I didn't know him.
He was around the
Gene,
90s.
I never saw him. Yeah. What's up, Joe?
15 years for Angel. I mean, that's all close to half his
I'm
life.
26. I'm
I'm just saying.
26.
See, that's half his life, bro.
Yeah, more than half his life.
See, so you got to remember
Oh
that
man.
we're a little more seasoned, bro.
Yeah.
Did you guys think when he what did you guys think about when he went and saw well, I don't want to jump ahead. Go ahead. Because I think I was gonna jump way too far ahead. Never mind.
It's our show, man. We can do whatever we
Oh,
want.
I was gonna say,
he's
what'd you
got-
guys think
go
about
ahead.
him going to the what'd you call it? It wasn't a festival, was it like a Comic-Con type thing for the Chuck
Yeah, I
the
think
Truck?
so. I was just
Right?
about to bring that up. So he has a idol called Chuck the Truck.
Mhm.
Well, he gets,
I
yo,
mean,
I'm not gonna lie to you. I laughed when he said, Julio, who do you think win a fight between Chuck the Truck and Bruce Lee? He was like, Bruce Lee? He goes, no, stupid. Chuck the Truck. He goes, Bruce Lee's dead. I was like, who the hell would give that type of response? I was like, what the hell?
I know somebody that would have gave that response. I
know a couple of people. I think Alex would have gave that response.
Oh, Alex,
We got a couple of
man.
people in our chat room that not huge Bruce Lee fans. So
listen, that was hilarious. Which, by the way,
I think it was at a martial arts expo. I thought it was like
it was right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, crazy enough, man. Sushi texted me this morning and said, "You suck at fantasy football." I said, "Thank you, Sushi. I'm glad to know." I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. People out there, I'm not even laughing when I say this. I checked my fucking score. I only scored 18 points. I said, "What the hell kind of shit is this? 18? 18?" I was like, "For that, I might as well just quit the damn league. This is crazy." 18.
That's not good, bro.
That's not good. 18 in total. With like 12 people, 18. I was like, good God. Anyways, go ahead.
So his everything in his life is falling apart, and it's kind of reflected in his teaching. And he's trying to get it together, trying to hold it together, and he's following his wife around, and that's not going well for him. And then we're working on perseverance is the next step in his creed. And he brings in a friend of his.
Hold on, Joe.
Mike
because
something.
you kind of glazed over.
McAllister.
Yeah, you kind of glazed over
over
something. You kind of glazed over something. Yes, he was following his wife around, but he was actually taking the kids with him. He was taking the students with him,
I know.
which is weird and ridiculous.
And explaining too much to them.
Yes, exactly.
Because he's like, one day you guys are gonna grow up and you're gonna get married and you're gonna find you a cheating wife. You can't talk to these kids. These kids, let them learn.
Yeah. All right, man. Continue. Yeah, this guy was weird too. Everybody in this movie was weird.
Yeah, just when you think Fred Simmons is too much, Mike McAllister comes in, long bleached blonde hair, talking all crazy, all black, and talking just insane. But now he did break the bricks, though. I will say that, because he had the 4 bricks set up again, and he broke them no problem. He gave me what's his face from Karate Kid vibes.
Mike Barnes?
From Karate Kid 3. Yeah, Mike Barnes. He
gave
me Mike Barnes vibes. Only Mike Barnes was scarier. This dude just seemed
again. He was very weird. He was so weird in the way he was like talking. It threw me off.
But they knew each other since childhood, and they both trained under the same guy, that Keith Powers, or whatever his name was.
Mm-hmm.
So he they're going on a trip to go see the Chuck the Truck. And while they're at the house waiting, he's got the two kids with him, Henry and Julio. He
Did
tells them,
Henry ever
"Listen."
speak? Did Henry ever speak, or is he
Yeah, he
just
did.
there
I think
looking?
he said
No,
like
he
4
did.
words the whole
He
movie.
spoke. No, he spoke.
What did he say?
Um,
I don't remember him ever saying anything.
He was having a talk with him when he found his wife getting in the car with those 3 dudes.
Yeah, but I don't remember Henry ever saying anything. It just seemed like Henry
he
was
was
just
talking the whole
listening.
time. No, he was
He wa-
talking. He was
I
talking
missed
back
that.
to him, and he was talking back to him in the hotel.
Okay.
Yeah.
oh, this expo made me laugh because Chuck the Truck was his own kind of crazy, and we all know people in the karate world like Chuck the Truck.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the first demonstration that they showed that karate where you just touch them
Hmm.
or you can knock them out and all that crap. And I have seen plenty of those demos.
I hate that.
Yo,
I hate that stuff.
I
those videos get me.
Absolutely
Those videos
hate
get me.
that. Oh, those where everybody's falling down and all this craziness. And then of course Chuck the Truck comes out, and I feel like he kind of gave like a Will Ferrell kind of vibe. Like he
Yeah, I
was just
believe it.
he was just too much. He was crazy. And of course, Fred and Mike, they loved it. They're, they're
Mhm.
going up with the kids to get autographs and everything. So he gets this idea. He's got a big testing coming up, and he wants Chuck to come join him for the testing to draw some more people and to see his class. For someone to give him a little pat on the back, help pick him up a little bit. And the guy says, meet me at my hotel later, and we'll talk business. So of course he's all excited, but I don't want to call Fred dumb, but of course he's excited. But if you
He's
think this
naive.
guy's yeah, he's very naive. That's the best way to put it. Because when someone says, "Okay, we'll talk business there," I'm thinking in my head, "Okay, you're not going to come out of the kindness of your heart. You're looking to make money." And
Of course.
I mean, he's making the kids pay for themselves for this expo, so he's not going to have the kind of money this dude's probably going to want. But he does his own thing, and he ends up showing up at the party, and right away, like they're kind of harassing him, and he doesn't realize it. Like he thinks it's just a joke, but they're all harassing him.
Because he looked like
And
a dork. He looked
yes,
stupid.
he really did. And there's a guy with a guitar or whatever, and he's making fun of Henry. And out of all the times that Henry has taken a beating in class and probably been bullied and everything, he decides this is the time he's going to make a stand. He's jump sidekicks the dude. And they think they're getting kicked out of the party. And I keep wanting to call him Frank the Tank. It's driving me nuts. Chuck the Truck, because it's so dumb, thought it was cool. He thought it was great. And he says, "Okay, we'll talk, I'll come to your testing, $10,000.
Which was nuts to me.
Hmm.
But there's people out there that would do that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I
I
mean,
bet you if Alex was here, he would list off the amount of people that are doing it right now.
so he's super excited. He's gonna figure out how he's gonna make this 10 G's, and the way he does do it is kind of crazy because he has a pretty nice car, and he ends up selling the car. Now I hope he got more than 10 G's for that car because that car was worth more than 10 G's.
Absolutely.
We also get to the next part of the creed, which is integrity. Now, is it me, or did anything within this creed make sense of what was happening in the movie? Because
No.
nothing was of integrity of this scene. Nothing was of it was like you said, it was all over the place and it didn't make sense. But why put those words up if we're not going to actually make them come to life?
No.
I don't know.
That was another thing that was bugging me about this movie. He's super excited to have his hero come. So he's taking the class a lot more serious now, which I think is good for him because he was kind of a joke at the beginning,
and
especially with his demos.
And then after this, the Mike guy just disappears. We never
I
see him
know.
again.
Never.
I was like, why introduce this character it for nothing?
You know what's I know it's crazy. I didn't even notice that until right now.
Yeah, like I thought he was gonna be. I thought he was gonna show up at the end during the testing.
I
If
I
he
thought he
was
was
there,
gonna
they
fight.
didn't. I did too. I thought he was gonna help him jump the guy. You know, it was
Something.
nothing. Yeah, something.
Meanwhile, the wife shows up. Things aren't working out for her, and so the grass wasn't greener. So she comes back, and he should have roundhouse kicked her in the face.
Wow,
Get
I
out
think
of
that's
my
a bit. I think
dojo.
that's a bit much. I think that's
I
a
don't
bit
care.
much.
Yeah,
I
if he
don't
did,
care.
if he would have did that, he probably would have lost his business.
I
He
think
probably
that's a
would have
bit
went to
much.
jail.
I think
Worth it.
that's a bit much, Joe. I think that one was a bit
Worth
much.
it. Worth it. She did take her shoes off though, so I'll give her that. I'm
She took
sorry,
a lot
man.
of stuff off.
Yeah, she did.
Did it with his black belt, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Listen, man. You don't disrespect me like that, and then think you're just gonna come back.
Disrespect. It was just a hand job. Imagine the disrespect was later.
Oh,
That's what she said.
no,
That's
that's
what she
exactly,
said.
exactly. I don't believe that.
It was worse than that. It was worse
Angel,
than
you got to
that.
think. Why, if it was just a hand job, why is her clothes off in those pictures? It's more than a hand job. She said hand job. It was more than that.
Well, yeah. I mean, that is true. Yeah.
Go ahead, Joe.
He, yeah. So he, like I said, he sells the thing. He gets, Chuck the Truck, and Chuck the Truck shows up, and I mean, right away, he's trying to show him around his school, trying to show him around the classroom, and show him the kids. He's not interested. One, he wants the money. Two, he's like, let's go party. So he sets him up at his house, and right away, the second he went to his house to get him the money and set him up in his room, and then introduce him to the wife, I was like, "Oh,
Yep.
I know exactly what's going to happen."
Me
I know.
too.
I was like, the whole time, I'm like, "Please prove me wrong. Please tell me not that it's exactly what's going to happen isn't going to happen." And of course, he goes back to the karate school. He comes back home. What's happening? Oh, I don't know. Chuck the Truck is banging his wife on the couch. Of course he is, because why wouldn't he be? She
Mhm.
probably, the second he left, was like, "Hey, you're famous. All right, cool. Come
Yep.
He
on."
wasn't
In
even
this dude's
famous. He
house,
wasn't even famous. He wasn't
well,
even
more famous than her husband. I'm
famous.
sorry, but that is like that brought me back out of the movie a lot, because I knew it was going to happen, and I was really hoping they were just going to prove me wrong, but of course they didn't. And then they get in a fight. Now I get this is your idol. You brought him into your home. Okay, the fight was actually a decent fight. I thought it was just going to be Chuck the Truck beating him up. He held his own. I think he should have been proud of that. Honestly, I think he should have won the fight. He seemed to be more skilled than Chuck, but that's just me.
They both seem to have sucked at martial arts to me. If Chuck should have been able to easily handle this guy, but
If he's
he
that
did.
good.
Yeah, if he's that good, because this guy, at no point in the movie did I take him seriously as a martial artist.
Oh no, but I mean,
So I thought that his martial arts was going to suck. So when he fights Chuck, I thought, okay, Chuck should easily destroyed him because he's not a real martial artist. He's probably a fake martial artist, But
you know what was
you
making
know,
me mad about this fight? Every time he had the upper hand, he would stop to talk. That's when
yes,
that was the biggest problem.
yeah,
He should
yeah,
have
yeah,
kept the gas on the pedal.
yeah.
He might have actually had that. So he leaves his own house after this fight and
Mhm.
goes to sleep out on the freeway or whatever. I don't even know what he was doing.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
Why
didn't
would you
yeah.
understand
leave
how
your
he
own house?
got there. I didn't even understand how he got there.
He ran
I
away
don't think.
after the fight. He literally ran away.
Yeah, that part bothered me too. He ran away almost
Which was
crying.
nuts
Like
to
a
me
baby.
because I was like, "You just gonna let him bang your wife again?"
Right, for the rest of the night.
He literally said, let me hurry this up so I can go back inside."
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
That's the craziest thing I ever heard. Like, you might as well just own his house and his wife, because if you beat me up in my house and then think you're going back in my house, good luck. I'm kicking
Right,
both y'all out.
right.
Forget that. So he misses almost the entire testing. Shows up at the end. It's the red belts have to spar, and it's Henry versus the bully guy that's in the class, who it normally does not go well, and he shows up just for that. He's kind of getting yelled at by his superiors, and he tells them to shut up. Let me finish this out. Um, Henry's getting beat up like normal, and then all of a sudden he kind of remembers back to when he was at the party and he fought back, and then he beats the crap out of this dude finally because they were going to stop the fight, which they probably should have, but they kept telling him like, just give him a chance. He can do this. He can do this, because whatever. He's finally getting some confidence. So the rest of the testing went well, and then just like Fred shows up, here comes I keep messing up his name. Chuck the Truck. He says, "Oh yeah, I keep my promises." I'm like, "Bro, you showed up for the end, and you got $10,000, and more than that, you got his house and his wife for the night."
Yeah.
Like, I think you've been more than paid. You should stay for the week.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The crazy thing is that even with the way it ended, I still think Chuck the Truck won.
Yeah. Well,
like
now,
look overall of everything he got.
Here's the two things that made me laugh and that I loved that brought me all together back in this movie.
It brought him back to it summed it up and said, "We got Joe back again."
Yep. So he's outside talking to his wife, and she's of course trying to win him back because I don't even know why she wants him. She obviously don't respect the dude. So why do you even want this dude?
I don't know.
And this, I was telling my wife about this, and she says I'm stupid for liking it, but I thought it was hilarious. This man tells her, "Nope, we're done, we're over." Takes off his wedding ring, and she looks over and says, "What are you doing?" And he goes, "I'm making it official." And he pisses on the wedding ring.
That was pretty funny.
Like, if that isn't the biggest, like the perfect metaphor of that marriage, I don't know what is, because that was hilarious.
Yeah.
And then he goes inside and he kind of has like a demo off. I thought they were going to fight, but him and Chuck have like a demo. They're breaking bricks. They're doing forms and weapons, and they're just doing every little thing that they're supposed to both be so good at. And I mean, overall, I think he got the better of them at the end. And he kind of got the respect of his students and the families, because I think they were starting to really think he was a bit of an idiot, because he was acting like an idiot.
Yeah, I mean, he just pretty much beat him at breaking the bricks, right? He broke them faster than him, like they were racing or something like that.
Yeah,
that was weird.
It was, but it was cool, and I mean,
it was different. It was a different type of ending.
And then
never seen one like that before.
No,
yeah,
it just ends.
No, because they showed him giving Henry his black belt, and the rest of the class getting promoted. And
it would have been funnier if he would have left and said, "Okay, Julio, this is all yours now," and just left it to that little 12-year-old.
Actually, that would have been pretty good. That would have been
funnier. That would have been funnier. No, I know, Gene. I know you would have said no, but that would have been funny as hell.
No.
With the way the movie is going, that would match up perfectly with how they would like do it.
I thought it was going to end with the wife leaving with Chuck and change his name from Chuck the Truck to Chuck the Fuck Wallace. That's what I thought.
Gene, you made it the whole show. You made the whole show, and you slipped one in at the end. You slipped it in right at the end.
I've been sitting here. I've been sitting here this whole time.
He's back. I've been
sitting here this whole time telling myself, man, I guess I ain't gonna have nothing to give Travis as like a clip. And you fucking get me right at the end with a clip right at the end. Oh God, Gene, you're good, man. You're good. You're good.
All right. Who wants to go first on the grade?
I'll go first. I know I gave last week an F. I'm gonna give this one like a D plus. C minus, D plus, C minus. One of those.
That's better than I thought you would. So okay.
Yeah. D plus, C minus.
I'm also gonna give it a C minus. With this movie seems like you actually could make this movie for social media. Because, like I said, it's just random things, and
Yes.
you can with your friends just make random scenes and then put them on Instagram or TikTok or whatever. And then it seemed like that's what this movie is. It's just people just recorded themselves doing random things
Yeah.
and then
I
just
was
editing it all together. So,
I
but
was leaning towards the C, so I'm shocked that you
I can
guys are
see
there
that.
with me. So,
I mean,
I can see that.
I'm just saying because I think the idea of the movie is absolutely ridiculous. It's stupid. But the thing is, I can see myself because I don't have if it was on TV, I would not watch it for a vested interest in watching the movie. Like a lot of my favorite movies, like if Back to the Future is on, I want to watch the whole thing. But if I just want
yeah,
to see a scene, I know something stupid is going to happen in the scene of this movie, so I can enjoy it just because I know it's going to be a little quick thing, and then I can move on and watch something else. So
yeah, for sure.
all right,
All
so
right,
we
what are we
got it.
doing next? What are we
Let's
doing
do
next?
I text you guys
Yeah, same man.
best of the best 2. We
Wait,
have
I
to
thought
watch
I
it.
had. Oh, come on! I thought we were gonna do Tekken.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, we could do that. We could do Tekken and do best of the best after that.
That's fine.
Yeah, let's do Tekken.
Because Joe said that we never did best of the best, the first one together. So
Yeah, let's do Tekken, and then let's do the best of the best series all the way through. We could do that.
well, hold on, slow down, because they got like 4 or 5 best of the best, and number 3 was not good, and I don't think number 4 was either. Like number 3, he was like fighting the Ku Klux Klan. I was like, what does this have to do? I'm serious. I'm was like, what does
He's
this
not
have
wrong.
to do with
He's
martial
not
arts?
wrong.
Yo,
Like
it's like you're on fire now. Now you can't stop you, man.
I mean, it just makes I was highly disappointed the first time I saw Best of the Best 3 because I was thinking like it's best of the best, like let's keep the story going, and Alex wasn't even in it. It's just the main guy. I don't remember his name. But yeah, I was like, what's the Ku Klux Klan? Like what?
Tommy is the main guy.
Tommy, yeah, that's right, Tommy. I was like, man, this is weird. Okay. But yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll see how it's going, man.
Yeah, for sure, definitely.
We watched other stupid movies, right, Angel?
Yep.
Yeah, don't start it. I'm just saying.
Tekken.
So we'll do Tekken. We're gonna do Tekken. Then we'll do best of the best 1 and 2.
Yeah, and then we'll go from there. We'll play it by ear from there.
At some point before we start 2024, can we finish the American Ninja series? Because it's been 2 years.
I knew you were gonna say that. Fine, Angel.
2 years.
All right, you keep on talking about this movie. You think
we
it's
never
good.
got to 2. We never got to 3 and 4.
Hey, we got to wrap this up. Travis is gonna get on our ass about this. We're past the hour.
I know.
Yeah, I got
you. But you know what? Travis has not been even adding he hasn't been doing the vocal thing to our podcast. That's why we wanted to keep it at 1 hour because he's supposed to be adding.
Because we sound sweet already, so we're good.
What platform is Tekken on?
Tekken's on actually Amazon Prime. I think I saw it there the other day.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to know for myself, so I know exactly where to go.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, you guys got anything else?
No, I'm good, man.
Angel?
No, I'm good.
All right, everyone stay safe, stay strong. We'll holler at you next week, and I will play our music.
Disaster must come. At best, only postponed. Shaolin Kung Fu, to survive, must now be taught to more young men.